you can see on tape his ability to release off the line of scrimmage, escape press, get into his routes. He's got really good speed and quickness, and his agility to separate at the top of routes is next to none. So
Bryce is a huge piece of it. Decisions he had to make, the speed of play. It's like I got this bonus year to come in here and kind of build off of that, and then
I would like to say, on behalf of all Carolina Panthers fans, all Carolina Panthers faithful, I would like to not say, but I would like to ask, and this is a genuine question, this is a real question. Can I please, I'm a Bengals fan, I'm a diehard Cincinnati Bengals fan, I'm always going to be a Bengals fan, but can I please be a Panthers fan for this upcoming season? Can I please have the royalties, the ability to showboat and to brag about what I believe the Carolina Panthers are going to be doing in 2024? I'm not going to go out there on a limb and say y'all are going to be going to the playoffs. I'm not going to go out there on a limb and say y'all are going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say that at all. But there are a lot of people out there, there are a lot of media heads out there that don't believe that y'all are in any type of predicament to be better than you were last year. That's number one. I genuinely don't believe people understand what kind of a mastermind, what kind of a genius Dave Canales really is. I don't think people, and this is the real general public. I mean, CJ Stroud, phenomenal quarterback, have nothing against him, but there is a clear cut disparity between what the Houston Texans have in their organization from head to toe, and then what the Carolina Panthers have in their organization from head to toe, especially when we bring in account that 2023 season. Adam Thielen, no disrespect to you whatsoever. You had some great, phenomenal games, a lot of great years in Minnesota. But for you to be the number one receiver for a young, undersized, talented, phenomenal quarterback in Bryce Young, it's just not fair. It's just not fair. And then I have to tell so many people the simple fact. I want everyone to pay attention to exactly what I'm about to say. This is how good Bryce Young is. Listen to me. Listen with your brain, not with your feelings or your emotions. In 2020, Adam Thielen had 74 receptions for 925 yards. In 21, 67 receptions for 726. 22, 70 receptions for 716 yards. In Bryce Young's rookie season, with a terrible offensive line, with a terrible option at head coach, with having Frank Reich as a head coach, I always thought was absolutely stupid, absolutely dumb. Adam Thielen, who cannot separate whatsoever, and I've seen these receptions, I've seen a good chunk of these receptions that Adam Thielen had. He had 103 and got over 1,014 yards with 4 touchdowns. He was 33 years old, and we all know what Adam Thielen is and what he is not. And the simple fact that that was the number one receiver that Bryce Young was just given, like, this is what I have. Okay, let me give this guy the most receptions that he has had since 2018, the most yards he has had since 2018, and let me just put the ball in a certain window, in a certain pocket that only he can get it. Guys, you have to stop looking at statistics only, even though I just remember off some statistics. I get it, I understand, but it's all in comparison. You have to see the ball placement that Bryce Young really has. And he has a quick trigger. And I'm only really going into it like this because I know what Deontay Johnson is going to be bringing to the Carolina Panthers offense. It's going to be so fun to watch the Panthers this year. I'm a Bengals fan, so I genuinely know what Deontay Johnson is and what he is capable of. He is capable of many great things, and I'm excited. I think even if it's these two smaller players and a Deontay Johnson and a Bryce Young, I think if they can link up, I really hope right now that they're throwing to each other. I really hope now they're getting used to each other. This is going to be by far none Deontay Johnson's best quarterback that he's ever had in his entire career. So whatever you have thought of Deontay Johnson, if you ever thought he was a top 15, top 20 wide receiver in the National Football League, you thought that with Kenny Pickett throwing him the ball. I think he had the last 1, maybe 2 years of Big Ben when no one thought Big Ben was a top 10 quarterback at those points in times, and he still did spectacular things. You bring in Bryce Young, and I can't go to bat for Bryce Young right now, guys. I can't do it because it's an argument that you have to force people to watch film and understand what they're looking at. I can't use his statistics. I can't use his number 1 overall pick. I can't use the simple fact that he won a Heisman in the SEC at Alabama with no star wide receiver potential. He had Jahmyr Gibbs as a running back, who was his leading receptions receiver at running back once again. So I can't keep going to bat for Bryce Young. I don't have to anymore because this upcoming year with Dave Canala, and I believe in pillars, guys. I believe in pillars. I believe in people, players that are going to be very important and vital for the successes of an organization in an upcoming season. I still don't like the Miles Sanders pick at running back. I still don't understand it. It still haunts me to this day, especially the money that y'all are giving him. I definitely believe y'all need a bigger style of a back and or more athletic. I can't wrap my head around that one. I can't defend you guys on that one. But Deontay Johnson, Bryce Young, Dave Canale, and then people are going to overlook this, but Jadeveon Clowney getting picked up by the Carolina Panthers on I believe a 2-year deal at the moment. That's going to bode well for the Carolina Panthers as well. This was a guy who did a lot of great things for the Baltimore Ravens. And once again, as a Bengals fan, I understand his impact. He was actually the son of a bitch that hurt Joe Burrow and got him out for the rest of the year. I understand you saw the throw where he passed a touchdown and got hurt for the rest of the year, but there was a sack right before then that he had hurt Joe Burrow. So you have Jadeveon Clowney coming into the building. Then you have guard Robert Hunt, who signed a 5-year, $100 million deal. You know, Bryce Young, who had 62 sacks, which was second in the NFL last season behind Sam Howell. He's going to have a bare interior protection for the foreseeable future. Hunt himself is 6'6", 330 pounds, and he has won 90.9% of his pass blocks during his career and has allowed 12 sacks in 3,316 career snaps. So we're getting better within the trenches already, and that's exactly what Bryce Young needs immediately. And so also bringing in Damian Lewis, guard. He's also going to be in the trenches as well. He protected Geno Smith, who Dave Canales also has a connection with Damian Lewis. And he protected Russell Wilson for a few years as well. So there's some uptake of potential with that signing. And then there's a Sean Robinson 3-year deal, 22.5. He's going to be on the opposite end of Derek Brown. This is just going to be a better overall defense, I believe, just getting a little bit more picks in. And then Josie Jewell, who was a tackling magnet for Denver in 2022 and had a career high of 128 tackles, 7 for loss. And he knows very, very well Evaro's, the defensive coordinator, the Evaro's 3-4 system, like it's the back of his hand. So he knows everything very, very well. He's 29 years old. So he's very mature. He's very experienced in the National Football League. And so it's going to be a good season, I believe, defensively. Of course, you're going to be losing Frankie Louvu, which is unfortunate. I just genuinely believe that this entire team under Dave Canales is going to be effective. Is going to be operating at a completely different frequency. And once again, guys, I just want to know, can I be a Panthers fan for this upcoming season? I believe we can get 7 games. We can get 8 games, guys. I mean, if you look at a lot of the games that the Panthers lost last year, I mean, so the Panthers have a handful of close win games. I mean, you guys beat the Houston Texans, the team everybody's talking about right now, 13-15, but you guys beat them. Long story short, I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm happy for this upcoming draft. Also, I understand you guys are getting bitten a lot by saying, oh, you guys don't even have a first round pick and you have this Bryce Young, this undersized player. I just can't wait. I just can't wait till the world sees what he is. I can't wait till the world sees what Deontay Johnson's going to be. I can't wait for the world to see what Dave Canale as a head coach is going to be able to show you guys. And once again, I'm not saying Super Bowl. I'm not saying, crazy playoff run, but I'm saying, hey, that's not out of the picture. But most of all, I think the bottom line thing is I want Bryce Young to look like a legitimate threat. And I just know he will. That's why I'm not shaking. That's why I'm just asking for permission to be a fan, because I already know what's up. You guys let me know what you think, though. Like, comment, and subscribe.